Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Ruby and let's check out some news. First up, we are talking about these things. There are 230 new emojis coming our way this year. For a while now, people have been campaigning to make emojis more inclusive. And now, it looks like that's finally happening.
If you're the kind of person who thinks there's already enough emojis in the world, this update is not for you. Or this story. Not even this much. Yep, it's just one of 230 new emojis coming your way in 2019. For the first time, the update will include wheelchairs, a guide dog, and prosthetic limbs. Apple started pushing for new emojis to better represent people with different disabilities last year, and Emoji's creators are getting the thumbs up for being more inclusive with this release. There's also more diverse emojis and couples, and everyone's favourite, more animals.
I think the sloth one is pretty cool because recently I think they've been like a favourite animal of mine.
And also the guide dogs.
And everyone's other favourite, more food.
The onion's a bit random.
The onion one is odd.
Well, anyway, it's the 6th major emoji update, but it's definitely no yawn fest. Yawning is one of the new emojis. That's why I've said yawn fest there.
Do you walk or ride to school on the regular? Well, a new poll by the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne says fewer than a third of you do. Most of you hop in the car instead. The poll says your parents reckon that's because of things like safety, long distances, and heavy school bags. But the experts say walking gives kids a chance to become more independent and to learn to manage their own time. Plus the obvious fact that walking is much healthier and a nice way to clear your head. So what do you guys do?
I don't walk to school because my mum thinks it's a bit too dangerous for me.
I get dropped off at the park and then I just run down the road to school.
Dad drops me off, but I walk home from school.
Goodbyes can be really hard, and over in Western Australia, it has been a bittersweet farewell for some wildlife rescuers who have said see you later to some special visitors.
They're the penguins with the funny yellow eyebrows. And it's time for a bunch of them to say goodbye to Australia and make their way across the ocean. This year, 10 Rockhopper penguins popped up at beaches along the southwest coast of WA, which is a lot more than usual, and no one's quite sure why.
They do sometimes visit us this time of year. We get the occasional one or two, so this has been quite a few that we've had, which is a little bit unusual.
Rockhoppers are normally found in the sub-Antarctic Ocean, but they travel to land once a year to molt. While they're losing their feathers, they're not waterproof and can't swim. So local rescuers took them into care while they were molting, to protect them from predators and curious people. But now some of them are ready to go back home. And while this guy couldn't get into the water quick enough, this one needed a friendly push to get going. Be free, little penguins, and travel safe.
And for our final segment today, something smells delicious. It's time for Save My Bacon. First up, this little pink bundle of cuteness named Betty, whose bacon was very literally saved when she was 2 weeks old. Betty was born on a farm in New South Wales. She doesn't have front hooves, meaning she has a bit of trouble getting around. So she was rescued, and now her human is investigating whether some 3D printed shoes could help her walk. Next up, the Pope is being asked to save his bacon for later in the year, specifically the end of Lent. That's a religious festival that goes for about 6 weeks and often includes giving up luxuries in your life. 12-year-old Genesis has fronted a campaign by an environmental group challenging the Pope to stop eating animal products. And there's a big incentive.
If he agrees to go plant-based, we'll give $1 million to the charity of his choice.
And finally, the Oscars is attempting to save its own bacon. With audience numbers on the decline, the people in charge have decided to give it a shake-up. The biggest change? No host. The last time that happened was 1989, with a ceremony that a lot of people weren't so keen on. Well, of course it didn't go well. In my completely objective opinion, hosts are very important. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more cool stuff like this.